Hey guys, Nick Faruqi here from the Extreme Training Academy. I'm standing here with a dear friend of mine, Paul Ingram. Paul, appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Paul's going to be teaching over at the Warriors Weekend that we have coming out on March 1st, March 2nd. So I asked him to come down here and talk to us a little bit about Pekiti Tersia. But before we get started, Paul, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, I mean, I've been, you pretty much know my history. I've been training in martial arts. I started when I was real little, about 6 years old. And of course, traditional arts, just like every kid starts off in. And then from there, I found some Filipino martial arts in high school, and then I went to JKD outside of high school, where we met and trained together for many years.
Many moons, many moons.
You know, and then my love was always in Filipino martial arts, and really in the weaponry, and just kind of eventually found my way to Pekiti Tersia, and then to Tuan Tim Wade, and now that's where I am. I'm training under Tuan Tim Wade and representing the Pekiti Tersia Kali global organization here in Chicago.
Awesome. And if you guys are taking a look at Pekiti Tersia Kali, Paul kind of dominates the Midwest region here. Chicagoland, obviously, Indiana, Wisconsin, Iowa. I mean, he's a little bit of everywhere. So he's kind of really getting that steam going. A lot of people don't know what Pekiti Tersia Kali is. So can you give us a little bit of background on what it is and how it applies?
Yeah, I mean, really what defines Pekiti Tersia is it's an inside, close-quarter blade fighting system designed to engage multiple opponents. You're engaging multiple opponents. You know, the skill of Pekiti, and really the skill of combat, is in the offense, not necessarily counter-offense, and definitely not defense. So, really a lot of it is really based on range, timing, all that, but really having the tactics and that more aggressive and offensive mindset to get in there and you get the job done. You make that happen and not wait for your opponent.
Okay. So, training methods. I've always noticed that Pekiti Tersia has some very particular training methods. Obviously, really into pressure, meaning making it live and moving, and having somebody who's really trying to hit you, and not really being just a, I use the term drill monkey, which is just clacking the sticks, It's kind of like an ongoing joke. It's like, hey, you want to play with your stick, kind of thing. So tell us a little bit about that particular.
Yeah, so the training methods of Pekiti is really what makes Pekiti unique and really stand out, especially from other Filipino martial arts. Again, we want to be executing our skills that we're developing against real time, real speed, real power, real pressure, real stress.
Right.
So all of our training methods all eventually go into that actual application. So we have the forms to teach the precision, we have the drills to teach the principles, and then we have the flow that teaches the actual combat applications. And that's what separates us apart. As you find a lot of martial arts, and especially in Filipino martial arts, as I've gone through so many different styles investigating,
right,
all of it is, you just start these two-man drills where you're just kind of sharing this time and you're never playing that chess game within the free flow. And it's like, wow, you actually have to create your opportunities to bridge. You have to be able to control range, dominate timing, and understand how to tactically read those things.
Now, I know, in the Kali, a lot of Kali blends are bladed arts, but we use sticks as a training tool, right? Problem that I see is that a lot of people have taken Kali and made it into a stick game. You know what I mean? And I stress the word game because it's kind of become that way because of the training that they're doing.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad method, it's limited, at least in its functional application. So a lot of you and your guys move away from the stick and move to a short blade and even the training longer blades. Tell us a little about that particular type of training and how it changes the dynamic of what you're doing relative to the stick.
Very simple. If I attack you with the stick, you may or may not move. If I attack you with my live gununting, my live blade, you're going to want to move. If you don't move, something really bad is about to happen to you. Yeah. And that's really the difference. I mean, there's a whole different reality. I mean, our training, we don't train for sport, right? We're training for the real thing. And it's something like I always say, and I'll definitely be stressing throughout the Warrior Weekend, is that with a piece of rattan stick, I mean that's like our soft stick for Pekiti. With a piece of rattan or a rubber training knife, everybody's a martial artist when it comes to those training tools. When you bring out live blades, you suddenly realize that you're not a martial artist. You don't have these superhuman abilities. You're a human being just trying to survive.
Right.
And that's what the live blade really starts to bring out is the realism. I mean, you're not going to get hit. You don't want to get hit with that. Yeah. So the rattan is just, like I said, it's like our soft stick. It's our training tool to teach the precision, to teach the control, and then eventually our advanced students, their requirements. They got to be able to display the skill with live blades. You know, it's not just something that we have a live blade just as decoration. I mean, we actually run around and.
So, let's fast forward again to our Warriors weekend. You're gonna have a variance of skill, right? Some people who've done different types of Kali possibly, some people who have already spent time in Pekiti Tersia possibly, and some people who just, I've never swung a stick or a knife or anything else. What are you going to be showing us? You know, what's the action going to be like during the Warriors weekend?
I'm going to be showing you exactly how to operate the weapon. So, you know, I'm going to do a little bit of the long weapon, and I'm going to show you how that translates to the short knife, to the knife. And then I'll even show you guys, if you want, how that translates to the empty hands as well. We're going to be looking at the footwork, and we're going to be looking at the geometry of blade fighting. Unfortunately, there are some things in blade fighting that, you know, there's things you can do and there's things you cannot do if you're looking to actually protect yourself.
Right.
So we're going to be looking at the geometry. We're going to be talking about tactics. And like I said, everyone's going to be able to operate this stuff. By the time we're done with the session, we're going to have everybody flowing. So everybody's going to be able to start really applying.
Yeah. And are you pretty pumped about this weekend?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's just going to be amazing to be a part of something where we have so many combative mindsets, and you know, everybody's really on the same page, but they all have their own arts, styles, and all that.
Yeah, it's very much about finding your own path. You know what I mean? I mean, everybody here is like, we've all known each other for a long time and trained together and exchanged information. And Paul, I've probably known the longest, and for those of you guys who don't know, Paul and I have talked about this particular type of a weekend for many, many moons. And to finally be able to bring it to fruition, I think, is kind of like, you know, I mean, it gives me the butterflies. So we're very excited about it. So what we'll do is we're gonna have a cut. We're gonna take. You brought some assistants with you.
Yep.
Show you guys some different action, and then we'll come back and have Paul explain some of the things that we've seen. We'll be right back.
Cool.
Alright guys, so we got a quick display of what Pekiti Tersia Kali looks like from Paul and his guys. Paul, give us a little bit of a background as far as what we just got a chance to see.
Alright, so we just went through just moving on the free flow, and we just displayed the progression, rattan stick to the aluminum training gununting, all the way up to the live gununting. And you're seeing how the training method is the same. So actually when you're learning the rattan stick in the beginning, you're actually learning the live blade training method.
Gotcha.
So that's what we showed. I mean, you know, it's not going to be that intense, obviously, for the weekend or what. We're going to be breaking that down. We're going to take it step by step, and we're going to get people started on their way to be able to move freely like that. Still utilizing the understanding of range, being able to tactically identify and reply with proper timing, and then, you know, be able to really apply the material that they learn.
All right. Well guys, that's Paul Ingram from Rapid Fighting Arts with his Pekiti Tersia Kali. He's going to be here March 1st and March 2nd teaching his Pekiti Tersia to all of us. We're really excited to have him and see what he has in store for us. Paul, appreciate you coming out, man.
Thanks.
And we're looking forward to March 1st, March 2nd. Make sure you guys get signed up.